Hello, good evening. This is June Cahigal from the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, and I have with me my trusty telescope. I call him Skywalker. And we would like to welcome everybody to this second episode of Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights 2. Okay, so this broadcast, we have compilations of pre-recorded videos of our moon. So, I have attached a cell phone camera to this telescope so that we can view the moon virtually. Okay, so basically this is a virtual telescope viewing of our moon since we cannot do public telescope viewings. Okay, so I would like to thank the officers and crew of the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers who made this event possible, and I would like to thank also the administrators of San Beda University Senior High School for supporting our organization. And I would like to thank everybody, you netizens out there, for your overwhelming response in our last episode. So, I would like to invite everybody to type in your questions. If you have any questions about astronomy or questions about our moon, feel free to message us and we would be glad to answer your questions. Okay, so please type in those questions and we will try to answer them. Okay? Alright, so sit back and relax and let us now enjoy this virtual telescope viewing of our moon entitled Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights 2. Okay, hi, and this is Professor Jun Cahigal. Welcome to this virtual online astronomy event. So we are here and we have this telescope already set up and we will be observing the moon. So come on, let's observe the moon. The moon is really a fascinating object to study through a telescope. The moon has an average distance from the Earth of about 384,000 kilometers. And with that distance, 30 Earths can fit in that distance between the moon and the Earth. So that's quite really far. In fact, the Apollo spacecraft took about 3 to 4 days just to reach the moon. And with that distance of 384,000 kilometers, all of the planets can fit between that distance from the Earth and the moon. And there is still 4,392 kilometers to spare. So that's how far the moon is from the Earth. So isn't that amazing? And also, the moon orbits the Earth in an elliptical path. It's not a perfect circle, but it's an elliptical orbit. So there are times wherein the moon is really close to the Earth. So that's what we call the lunar perigee. And there are times when the moon is farthest from the Earth. That's what we call the lunar apogee. And when the moon is in its perigee, the moon is closer to the Earth and the moon looks slightly larger. And when that happens, there's an event that we call a supermoon event. So during a supermoon event, the moon appears to be slightly larger because the moon is closer to the Earth. Alright? And what's so amazing is that we only see only one side of the moon. Haven't you noticed that? We only see one side of the moon. The explanation for that is that the moon rotates at the same rate as it spins. So its rotation on its axis and its revolution around the Earth both take about 27.3 days to complete. So in astronomy, this is what we call synchronous rotation. That's why we only see one side of the moon. And through the telescope, you will notice that the surface of the moon is scarred by millions of impact craters. So the most obvious ones is the Tycho crater or the Copernicus crater. And most of these craters were caused by asteroids, comets, and meteorite impacts. Okay, there is no atmosphere on the moon to help protect it from bombardment from asteroids or meteors, so they don't burn up, unlike here on Earth, because the moon has no atmosphere. And since the moon has no atmosphere, on the surface of the moon, the sky always appears dark, even on the bright side of the moon. And since there is no atmosphere, sound waves cannot travel through the moon. So the moon is silent. There can be no sound transmission on the moon. And without an atmosphere, there is no erosion. There's no wind, there's no precipitation, and there is very little geologic activity to wear away all of those craters. So they remain unchanged until a new impact changes it. Okay, so and through a telescope you can see dark patches and white areas. Those dark patches are the lunar plains, and the bright areas are lunar highlands and impact craters. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights. Today is July 1, 2020, around 7:15 p.m. And for today, we are observing the waxing gibbous moon. Alright, yes, my dear netizens, so this is the waxing gibbous moon. Gibbous, so that means that our moon now is between first quarter and full moon. Okay, so that's our waxing gibbous moon. Alright, so for tonight, my observations will be composed of two parts. So this is now part 1. Okay, the usual observation of the moon. And later in part 2, I will be using a 2x Barlow lens to further increase the magnification of our image. Okay, so let us now magnify the image of the moon to examine more details. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, so you can see here the Copernicus Crater. Okay. Alright, so that's the Copernicus Crater right there. Wow, the detail. Okay, those dark areas are actually lunar plains. Okay, and this is the Tycho crater. So the bright areas are cratered and mountainous regions of the moon. Alright, at the center of the image is the Apennine Mountains. Alright, you can see now some details of our moon. Fantastic. Really fantastic moon. Ay, Diyos ko, hindi ako nagsasawa mag-observe ng moon. Okay. The moon's original name is Luna. Yan. Okay, you can see now some details of our moon. Okay, so probably you know the legend, di ba? Pag full moon noon, maraming nababaliw. Kaya that's why we have the term lunatic. Lunatic. Okay. Wow, look at the detail of the moon. Fantastico. Right. It's the Copernicus Crater again. Wowie. Okay. Alright. Look at the detail of the moon. Okay, so let's return the moon to its normal size. Whoa. 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 Alright. That's our waxing gibbous moon, my dear netizens. Alright, so that basically ends our part 1 of our virtual telescope viewing for today. So later, I will be attaching a 2x Barlow lens to this telescope, and we will see the moon in a higher magnification. Alright, so just appreciate the beauty of our waxing gibbous moon tonight. This is July 1, 2020. Okay. Let's increase the magnification again. Whoa. 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 Okay. The detail of our moon. So I'm doing this virtual telescope viewing for you. Again, because we are still in general community quarantine and we cannot do mass gatherings, public telescope viewings. So we are doing this virtual telescope viewing of our moon. Okay, let's go back. Whoa. Okay, so just give me a few minutes and I will be attaching a 2x Barlow lens to this telescope. Okay, so see you in a couple of minutes for higher magnification of our moon. Okay. Okay, so we are now observing the moon. If you will notice, the moon is larger than the previous image, right? Because I have attached a Barlow lens between the eyepiece and the telescope tube. A Barlow lens is like a telenegative amplifier. So what it does is it increases the focal length of the telescope and thereby increasing its magnification. But probably I will discuss further how a Barlow lens works in my future sessions. So right now we are viewing a magnified image of our moon. Alright, and I will magnify even further using the cell phone camera that is attached to this telescope. Okay, So let's zoom in now. Whoa, whoa. All right. So at the center of the image is that's the Copernicus Crater. Okay. And look at the detail. My gosh. Wow. It's the Copernicus Crater. And over here is the Tycho Crater. Alright, look at the detail of the lunar landscape. My gosh. Oh boy. Alright. Okay. Look at the detail of the lunar landscape. Wow, magnificent. Fantastic. Whoa, my gosh. Yung gusto kong pumunta sa buwan. Okay, the detail. Alright, so again, those dark areas are lunar plains, while the bright areas are cratered and mountainous areas of our moon. Alright, so that's again the Copernicus Crater. Ganda. Magnificent. Fantastic. Grabe. Whoa. Look at the detail of that crater. Okay. Alright, so let's return the image to its normal size. Whoa. Alright, so this is our moon. This is the waxing gibbous moon. So again, today is July 1. July 1. Okay? Around 7:15 p.m. Okay, fantastic. Again, I am using a 2x Barlow lens for this image of our moon. Okay. Hello. Good evening. Again, welcome to Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights. This is June Kahigal, and today is July 2, 2020, and we are observing the waxing gibbous moon, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the waxing gibbous moon at time around 9 o'clock in the evening. I think I'm kind of late because just a while ago it was clear skies, but now we have clouds interfering with our observation. Okay, oh no. Clouds, go away. No! Clouds, no! Okay, that's the waxing gibbous moon. Okay, so come on, clouds. Go away, clouds. No! No! Oh boy. Alright, let's just wait till the skies clear up. Okay. Hello, good evening. This is Jun Kahigal and welcome to another session of Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights. And today is July 5, 2020 at around 12:35 a.m. So right now we are watching the full moon. Okay, full moon. All right, so fantastic, our moon really. Okay, this is our full moon. Okay, all right. All right, so there are again clouds. But it's fortunate that we can view the moon. There's no rain. Okay, so let's increase the magnification and let's observe the moon in more detail. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. All right, so we can see here. All right, that's the Tycho crater. Okay, so we can see here some clouds. All right. Okay, then at the center we have the Sea of Tranquility. Okay. Right, let's increase further the magnification. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. My gosh. Ang ganda ng buwan. Talagang di ako nagsasawa dito. Oh boy. Alright. Look at the detail of our moon. Oh boy. Again, we can see some clouds. Okay, nice moon. Ay, gusto ko talagang pumunta sa buwan. I was walking in the moon one day. Gusto kong pumunta sa buwan. Yeah! Wow, fantastic. Nice. Okay, let's go back to its normal size. Whoa. And that's our full moon tonight. Early morning of July 5, 2020. Around 12:35 a.m. Okay. Let's Again, increase the magnification of our moon. Whoa. 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 Nice. Fantastic. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's our moon. Okay. Alright. That's our moon. Those dark patches are lunar plains. And bright areas of the moon are crater areas and mountains of our moon. Fantastic. Okay. So, this is Jun Kahigal, and I hope you have enjoyed this virtual moon gazing tonight. Okay, early morning of July 5. Okay, so that's our full moon. Okay. Right. Okay, nice. Okay, till next time. Oh, you can see those birds. Kita niyo yun? Wow. Caught on camera. Yeah. Birds flying. Okay. So, till next time. Hello, good evening. This is Jun Kahigal from the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, and welcome to Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights. So we are still observing a full moon, but on its way to waning gibbous. So this is now July 5, still July 5. At around 11:35 p.m. Oh boy, the clouds. Okay, clouds are getting in the way of our observation of the moon. Okay, we have to wait it out for a while. Tayo muna natin until the sky clears up. Okay, so in a few hours, the moon will be in its waning gibbous phase. So pag sinabing waning, the moon will slowly decrease in size. It would appear smaller, gradually getting smaller. Okay, clouds are interfering with our observation. so I'll be back in a few minutes. Let's wait till the sky clears up. Okay, so I guess the sky now is improving. Right, but it's still hazy, medyo hazy pa, and there are still lots of clouds. But we are viewing now the full moon going to waning gibbous in a few hours. So this is July 5 at around 11:45 in the evening. Okay, so the full moon is almost done, and the moon will be going through the waning gibbous phase. Alright, the clouds again are obstructing our observation. Oh boy. So that's astronomy, folks. We are at the mercy of the weather. Really. Okay. I guess that's our weather for tonight. We cannot observe the moon. That's clear. I mean, because of these clouds. Right, so probably we'll do better tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, so this is June Kahigan, and probably I'll see you next time for another observation of the waning gibbous moon. Okay, good night and stay safe. Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights. So today is July 7, early morning of July 7, around 1 o'clock a.m. And for tonight, we are observing the waning gibbous moon. So we are now halfway between full moon and last quarter. And if you will notice, the moon is not a perfect circle. Hindi siya bilog na bilog. Parang na siyang oblong. Okay? So that's the waning gibbous moon. Alright, so I just want you to look at this. This is our virtual telescope viewing of the waning gibbous moon. And just appreciate its beauty and splendor. Right, ang ganda talaga ng buwan. Oh boy. I was walking in the moon one day. Gusto kong pumunta sa buwan. Yeah! Ay, Diyos ko. Gusto ko talagang pumunta sa buwan. Really fantastic. Amazing moon. Okay, so let us now zoom in and examine the moon in more detail. So let's magnify our image. Whoa. 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 All right. Look at the detail. Okay, so at the center of the image, again, we have the Tycho Crater. Yan, ganda talaga. Grabe. Oh boy. Fantastic. Grabe talaga ang buwan. Super ganda talaga. Okay. Alright, so those dark patches again are lunar plains. Mga patag yan sa buwan. In fact, at the center of our image is the Sea of Tranquility. Yan, dyan naglanding yung Apollo 11. Alright. Okay, so again, feel free, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Just message us and we will try to answer your questions. So tanong kayo about the moon or anything about astronomy, just message us and we'll answer your questions about the moon or anything astronomy. Yan. Okay. O baka tanongin ninyo, may aliens ba sa buwan? Wala. The moon is a lifeless chunk of rock in space. So wala siyang atmosphere and there's no life. Okay. Pero hopefully, we can colonize the moon. Sana we can construct lunar bases on the moon. And this is the stepping stone for a trip to Mars. Yung moon natin. Okay, so fantastic. Galing talaga ng buwan. Amazing detail. Okay guys, so if you have any questions, please message us. Kung meron kayong tanong about the moon or anything about astronomy. Yan. Okay. That's our moon. Yan. Bata pa ako talagang ina-observe ko na itong moon. Kahit wala akong telescope. Aakit ako ng bubong ng bahay namin and I'll just lie down and observe the moon, the stars. That's how I fell in love with astronomy. Nung tumanda lang ako, saka ako nakabili ng telescope. See, and the passion is still there. Ganda talaga ng buwan. Amazing. Okay, balik natin yung buwan to its normal size. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, there you have it. That's our waning gibbous moon. Okay, maswerte tayo. We have clear skies tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sana ganito din yung bukas. Okay, let's magnify again. Whoa. Examine the moon. Alright, moony moons. Baka tanongin ninyo, ba't hindi natin makita yung bandera ng Amerika? Maliit yung mga yan. The flag is too small to be spotted by our telescope. Masyado yung maliit. Pero naglanding sila dyan. The Americans have landed on the moon. Okay, through Project Apollo. Okay. That's our waning gibbous moon. Okay guys, so kung meron kayong tanong, please feel free to ask them. Just message us. Kung di lang sa buwan, anything about astronomy. Or you can even share paano kayo nahilig sa astronomy. Okay, we would like to read or listen to your responses. And mag-share lang po kayo about the moon, kung bakit kayo mahilig sa buwan or anything. So just message us. Okay. Alright, so this is June Cahigal from the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. So just message us and we will try to answer your questions, or would you like to share? Magkwento lang kayo about your love for astronomy. We would love to hear it para ma-inspire naman po kaming lahat. Okay, so just appreciate the beauty of the moon.
Okay, now we will now look through the comments for the questions, and I will be looking through the comments to answer your questions. So, sir, ikaw muna.
Okay, so first, good evening to our viewers out there.
Sir.
So again, thank you for watching us, for um, allowing us to provide information about the moon and other stuff related to astronomy. Okay, so you are watching this second quarantine nights episode. So nag-quarantine nights na kami a few weeks back. So we were able to feature yung mga telescopic observations namin of the moon May to June during the height of the enhanced community quarantine. Okay? So, ang ginagawa namin, we attach a cellphone camera sa telescope. Ayan. Kasi hindi pa tayo pwedeng mag-public telescope viewing. Actually, yun ang ginagawa ng Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. So, we conduct public telescope viewing sa mga parks, sa malls, kung saan ang maraming tao. Okay, but because of this COVID-19 pandemic, hindi tayo makapag-public telescope viewing. So, ginagawa nating virtual na yung telescope viewing natin. So, ang ginawa ko dito, I have attached a camera, cellphone camera sa telescope so that we can view the moon and we can broadcast it live. Yan. So, yun ang mga nakikita niyo yung mga images kanina about the moon. Okay? Alright, ang BSYA or the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, ito ay kinabibilangan ng mga estudyante ng San Beda University na naging mahilig sa astronomy. And nagpapasalamat ako may mga ganun pala mga estudyante na naging mahilig sa buwan, sa mga stars. Ayun. Okay, and because of BSYA, naging dato para maging tulay sa mga iba pang organisasyon like we tied up with the Philippine Astronomical Society. Yan, marami kami naging kaibigan dyan sa PAS. Nagpapasalamat ako at nakilala ko silang lahat. And also Manila Street Astronomers. Ayan, maraming magagaling dyan sa Manila Street Astronomers. Okay. So ako ay isang hamak na fan ng astronomy. Okay. Nung bata pa ako, talagang umakyat na ako sa bubong. Titignan ko lang yung buwan. Okay. So, siguro sagutin na natin itong mga tanong from our netizen. Sige. So, fire, Mr. GC.
First question. Iwasan Madayag. Pwede pa ba mag-TikTok sa moon? Well,
Ay, may
on the
tanong
average,
tayo
no.
dito.
I mean, pwede naman mag-TikTok kung makakaabot ka sa moon. Di ba, sir?
And,
Sir?
pwede ko naman mag-TikTok sa buwan eh. Wala namang problema dun eh. You just,
Basta makaabot ka lang ng
kukuha ka
konti.
ng cellphone. If you're an astronaut, maglagay ka lang ng cellphone sa tapat mo, then mag-TikTok ka sa buwan. Pwede yun. Okay. Meron
Sir.
pang isang tanong akong nakita dito eh, about sa usok. Sige nga, pakibasa nga yun eh, sa may usok sa moon, gano'n.
Sabi niya, pag nag-yossi ba si Moon, lulutang ba yung yossi ay yung smoke? Huh.
Ayan, kung
Sir.
nag-yossi ka sa
Wala sa akin
buwan,
pinaka, sir.
lulutang ba yung usok? Okay, so kung nakinig kayo dun sa first part ng live stream natin kanina about the moon, di ba may sinabi ako dyan about the moon having no atmosphere. There is no air, there is no atmosphere on the moon. Ang usok hot air yan eh. Di ba? So we know in science that heated air rises. Di ba? Yun kung may atmosphere. Wala
Sir.
namang atmosphere ang buwan. So, kung may usok, it will remain just suspended. Ganun. There's no air on the moon. No atmosphere. Okay, so sana nasagot ko yan ng tama. Okay, next question please.
Yo! Shoutout daw kay Joseph Romeo Cardell from Legazpi City. Kasi nakaabot na tayo sa Legazpi.
Hi po sa mga taga Legazpi City. I hope you are learning something about our live stream ngayong gabi about the moon. Sige, next question. Baka... sige. Okay, mabilis ba ang internet sa moon? Ang kaso kasi wala namang transmitter, walang mga broadcasting sites sa moon. Okay? So astronauts, they communicate with each other and with mission control through radio. Yan, radio talaga. So, kung cellphone, wala. Internet, siguro wala din. Talagang astronauts communicate with each other and with mission control sa NASA through radio. Yan. So, very powerful transmitters and radio signals sa mga astronauts. And the astronauts, they reply also with radio. Okay, may tanong pa dito, my dear netizens. Is it true that NASA is gonna send monkeys to the sun? Okay, I'm not really familiar with that and I don't see any reason why NASA would send monkeys to the sun. Diba? So we know that if we go very close to the sun, the spacecraft would burn up. Diba kung sa ano nga kung pupunta na lang ng Mercury, diba? Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun. Kung doon na lang may mga may mga dangers, diba? Kasi Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. So what more pa kung talagang mas malapit pa sa sun. So the spacecraft would burn up as it approaches the sun. Okay? So yun ang mangyayari. Okay? Masusunog yung mga unggoy. And wala namang dahilan bakit magpapadala ang NASA ng mga unggoy sa sun. Okay. So, sana nasagot ko po yun. Next question, please. Okay. Ayan, so kung nakita niyo po sa video ko kanina about the moon is about 250,000 miles. So, lahat ng mga planeta, kasya dun sa orbit between the Earth and the Moon. Lahat yan. So, from Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Isama na din natin ang Pluto. Yan. Pero ang Pluto is not a planet. It's not a major planet. So, lahat yan kasya sa orbit between the Sun, between the Earth and the Moon. And may konting space pa. So, ganun kalayo ang Moon natin sa Earth. And if you listen to my Lucifer segment ng ating live stream, the Apollo spacecraft took about 4 days just to reach the Moon. Okay. Ayan. May tanong pa ba, Mr. GC, about the Moon?
Ay, sir, sorry, na-disconnect ako. Sir, meron pa naman, sir. Ito po.
Okay.
Hanapin ko lang, sir. So, sir, transitioning away from the Moon na lang. How did you form yung BSY, sir?
Okay, sige. So, kwentuhan muna tayo ng konti about this organization called the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. Actually, wala naman akong balak mag-form ng ganitong astronomy club. Nananahimik nga lang ako nun. But a student approached me. May estudyanteng lumapit. And ang kinagugulat ko doon, hindi pa siya STEM, ha? Hindi ang course niya hindi science related. ABM pa nga yung estudyante na yan. And gusto lang niya mag-form ng isang astronomy club kasi gusto niya daw yung stars, mga planets. So very interested siya. Okay, so dinapitan niya ako and sabi niya, "Sir, pwede ba tayong mag-form ng isang astronomy club dito sa San Beda?" Okay, and she was an ABM student. Nagulat ako doon. Dapat nga STEM di ba? STEM kasi science, math and engineering. Pero ito ABM. Okay, so doon nagsimula na. We applied for the club. So doon na nabuhay yung Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. The first astronomy club in San Beda University. Okay, then yan, lumago na. And we were able to gain new friends like from the Philippine Astronomical Society. Yan, sina Sir Camilo Dacanay. So, hi sir, kung nakikinig po kayo, sila Mr. Hernandizon. Then we also gained friends from the Manila City Astronomers. So, the founder is Gary Andreasen. And marami rin magagaling dyan sa Manila Street. Sila Norman Marigsa, sila Christopher Lu. In fact, Mr. Christopher Lu became one of our speakers, di ba? We had this talk sa San Beda, we invited Mr. Christopher Lu. Ayan, so marami magagaling dyan sa Manila Street. Okay, so yeah, that's how the Beda Society of Young Astronomers was formed. And until now, it's growing. Yeah. As long as there are students who are interested in astronomy, then BSY will continue to flourish. Yeah. Okay. Yun. So, okay. So, Jesse James De Jesus from Pampanga. Thank you for viewing. Yan. Sa mga taga Pampanga, hello. Thank you for watching Quarantine Nights 2. Okay.
Okay. Okay, may nagtanong dito. Sabi po ng GF ko, take me to the moon. Mahal mo po. Well, sir? Kaya ba?
Okay, mahal ba? Take me to the moon, mahal ba? Okay, so isipin na lang po natin yung yung Apollo missions. So, one mission would cost around billions of dollars, ang isang Apollo mission lang. Okay, and medyo mapirsige ang mga Amerikano because they wanted to beat the Russians noon eh. 'Di ba? Alam niyo naman in history we have what we call the space race. 'Di ba? Paunahan kung sino yung mauna sa buwan, Russians or yung mga Amerikano. Okay? So, hindi nila, ang mga Amerikano, hindi nila inisip yung gastos eh. Pero one Apollo mission would cost billions of dollars. Yan. So anyway, if you want to learn more about the Apollo missions, check us out next week po. So meron po tayong virtual lecture next week. Okay,
Yes.
next Saturday po, July 18. So I will be giving a talk about the history of the Apollo missions. And natin malalaman po kung ano nangyari, yung magkano yung nagastos nila. Yan po. Okay. So, thank you.
So if
Ano
you
pa?
want to have more notes. Oy, shoutout kay Princess Sakiton. Hello po, gandang gabi from Mars. First, paano ako nakakabot ng Mars? But hi, welcome to the stream. Please enjoy. So guys, if you want to check out our next live stream next week on Saturday, you have to like our Facebook page at the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. This will have our lecture about the moon. And sir, di ba collaboration to with our brothers and sisters from Alabang?
Oo. So, next
Yun.
Saturday, we will collaborate. We have a collaboration with BSYA, Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, Alabang. Okay, and we have a special speaker, yung founder ng BSYA Alabang, which is Mr. Dudes Pereira. So, Mr. Dudes Pereira will be talking about our fascination about the moon. Ayan, so, and yours truly, I will be giving a talk about the history of the Apollo missions. Yan. So, please check us out next Saturday. Okay? Ayan. Sige. So, magandang gabi from Mars, sabi ni Francis Sakiton. Yan, sana makapunta tayo sa Mars. Oo, so yun na yung next step after we have visited the moon. Okay, so that's the next step after visiting the moon. We will go to Mars. Yan. So sila, kung kilala nyo sila Elon Musk, they're planning a trip to Mars in SpaceX. That's one thing that we should really be aware of. So, yan. And so if you will take a look at YouTube, I think SpaceX is planning to have another launch sa kanilang Falcon heavy rocket, ganon. So you check that out. And so SpaceX, Elon Musk, they're planning to visit Mars. Okay.
10:50 p.m.
10:50 ang launch ng Falcon rocket. Okay. Falcon
Sir, may tanong po sa comment section.
Sige.
Sir, may Gemelson Madayag po. Naglalaro po ba ng I mean, ako naglalaro ako, but like, di ako skinner. So, yun na lang.
Okay, so are there any questions still? Yung mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon, you can type in those questions about astronomy, anything about astronomy. Sana masagot natin and about the moon.
Sir.
Okay, sana nakita nyo din yung pre-recorded videos kanina about the moon. Okay, shoot.
Sir, this is more of theories po. But like, there is a theory, very old theory na, the Apollo 11 mission was staged or it was fake. How true or how false is this?
Okay, so naniniwala ako that the Americans really landed on the moon. Okay?
Sir, okay na? Hello, sir.
Okay, so
Yun.
so I Oh, okay. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So regarding that question about the conspiracy theory about the moon landings, so ako hindi naniniwala dyan. I believe that the Americans really landed on the moon. Okay? Maraming pinagdaanan before the Apollo 11 missions. Like in Apollo 1, 'di ba, may namatay na astronauts. Then from there nagkaroon pa ng mga further testing of the Saturn V. So then Apollo 8 when they orbited the moon for the first time. So talagang ano 'yan, maraming ginawa pa before the historic lunar landing by Apollo 11. And naniniwala ako that they really landed. So yung mga conspiracy theories na yan about ginawa lang sa studio, yung ano na yan, yung landing, hindi totoo yan. Siguro talagang makikita natin kung totoo yan if another moon mission will be conducted. Puntahan talaga nila yung Sea of Tranquility. Tignan nila yung mga footprints doon sa Apollo 11 landing site para maniwala talaga sila na indeed Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong had walked on the moon. Yan. Okay. Anyway, I will be mentioning that also in my lecture this coming Saturday, next Saturday. So, please watch for that. Yan. Okay?
Abangan na lang natin yan,
Tawag
sir.
natin dyan ay space talk.
Et-
Ayan. Okay, next
Ito naman, sir.
question.
Sir, about yung sa flat earthers. Yung mga flat earthers,
Yung
sir,
mga
they
flat
still believe that the world
earthers,
is flat.
oo.
Paano yung, like,
Ewan ko ba sa mga
what do you
flat
say to that?
earthers na yan? Ay nako, hindi ko alam kung saan nila nakuha yung idea na yung mga flat earth theory na yan. But nakitang-kita na, pinicturan pa nila ano yan, nila James Lovell in Apollo 8. Napicturean nila yung Earth. Nandun sila sa band, they are orbiting the moon. Pinicturean nila yung Earth. Bilog na bilog yung Earth. O ano pa bang ebidensya ang kailangan natin to prove that the Earth is round? Eh, may picture na tayo eh. Di ba? Ito pa sa mga flat earthers na yan. So, doon tayo maniwala. Apollo 8 took a picture of our Earth. Nandun sila sa buwan. They're orbiting the moon. And kitang-kita sa famous photo na yan that the moon is, the Earth is round. So, yung mga flat earthers, I'm really sorry for you guys. Yan. Okay.
Hmm? Okay, a comment by Jesse James De Jesus. Add by next Saturday, request ko topic tungkol sa mission to Mars, Perseverance rover, Mars lander, and orbiter. Sir, actually, pwede ba to, sir? Pwede ba
Sige,
maayos?
we'll try to insert that sa talk ko on mission to Mars. Kasi actually that's the next step. So after Project Apollo, then the next step would be now a trip to Mars. So I can include that. Sige. To Jesse James Desu, sige. Let's watch out for that. I will mention that mission to Mars in my talk next Saturday.
Definitely, sir, definitely.
Okay, next question.
Next question. By Gevelson Madayag. Sir, may fan ka na. He says, safe ba talaga ang safeguard? Sir. I mean,
Siguro, oo.
para sa akin naman, safeguard, it's used for your hands because it's very antibacterial, but only for your hands. Kasi if you put it on your face or anywhere that's not your hands, it removes kasi the good bacteria because not all bacteria are bad. So kumbaga, if you put on your face, there might be some changes. So depends on how you use it, but most of all, just use it for your hands. Yun lang naman. Sir, may added comments ka, sir?
And safeguard has antibacterial properties. So, yeah, it kills bacteria, pero then it depends on how you use it. Kung if you don't follow the proper way of washing your hands, edi sayang lang yung antibacterial properties ng safeguard.
Definitely,
Diba?
sir.
So we have to wash our hands properly. Yun. Okay? Alright. Lalo na ngayon kasi diba, meron tayong pandemya and we should
Good.
observe
You know, sir.
minimal health protocols. Okay, next. Anything about astronomy or the moon? Ayan. So, kanina sa video, yung 'di ba, pag tinignan natin yung moon sa telescope or kahit pag walang telescope, 'di ba may mga maiitim na areas.
Yes,
So,
sir.
those
Mga dark
dark
spots.
areas are actually plains, lunar plains, mga patag yan sa buwan. And the bright areas are lunar highlands and cratered areas. Okay? All right. So, keep those questions coming, my dear netizens. Or mag-shoutout lang kayo. Ito, may tanong. Ayan. Okay, may tanong dito kay Aldrin Gabuya. How's everything going? Usually, ano yung mga activities ninyo in the group?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so Sir Aldrin, ang ginagawa ng BSYA, actually dalawa, there are two major activities ang ginagawa namin. First, we have the symposium, yung mga we share information by conducting symposiums, workshops in astronomy, yan. And yung second part is public telescope viewing. Yan. Parang ginagawa ng Manila Street Astronomers. So we conduct public telescope viewing sa mga places na maraming tao like Luneta or sa SM, yes, kung saan yung maraming tao. Yan, okay? So, parang Manila Street, kung yung ginagawa ng Manila Street, kasi I'm also a core member of the Manila Street Astronomers. So, yun ang ginagawa din namin. Then, alam na natin na habagat ngayon, di ba, tag-ulan, so hindi tayo makakapagsilip sa telescope. So, ginagawa namin is we conduct symposium, workshop, yan, pag tag-ulan. So, I hope you can join us kasi ano ngayon di ba, pandemya, we cannot do public telescope viewings. So, ang ginagawa natin ngayon is virtual, lahat virtual. So, I hope Sir Alvin Gabuya and please invite your friends to watch us next Saturday. Kaya magkakaroon kami ng symposium about astronomy. The title is Space Talk. Yan, Space Talk.
Definitely, sir.
Alright. O ito, kay John Alfred Aquino. Sir, airborne ba ang COVID? Okay, so may article na lumabas. I don't know if you have read that article about the COVID-19 virus had mutated. So, naging airborne. But we need confirmation kasi many scientists now are they are now in agreement that the coronavirus has mutated, so naging airborne siya. Yun ang sinasabi ngayon, and they are trying to convince the World Health Organization, di ba, that COVID-19 has become airborne, So, yun. So, we have to be careful. Ang importante lang dyan, maging ingat tayo. Always wear your face mask or face shield. And the best thing that we should do is stay at home. Yan. Kaya ang ginagawa namin itong astronomy at home. Yan. So we are doing the telescope viewings for you para hindi na kayo lalabas ng bahay. So just watch us through our Facebook live stream. So ako na magte-telescope viewing sa inyo. Huwag na kayong lalabas ng bahay. Okay? Alright. Okay. So kay Sir Alan Perry Daen. Sir, how would you think anong base na yung question? Ayan, sir, how would you think that the virus react in outer space? Okay, so in biology, Sir Alan Perry died. Ang virus kasi, ano siya, we cannot consider a virus as a living thing. Kasi a virus doesn't possess the structure of a living thing. Diba, all living things are made of cells. Diba, napag-aralan natin sa biology. And a cell is composed of cell membrane, di ba, may cytoplasm, at may nucleus. Saka may DNA sa loob ng nucleus, genetic material. Ang virus, wala nun eh. A virus has no cell membrane. A virus has no cytoplasm. A virus has no nucleus. So, technically, we cannot call a virus a cell. So, kung hindi siya cell, hindi siya living thing, technically speaking. Pero ang virus, meron siyang genetic material. Meron siyang DNA or RNA. Pero hindi pwedeng both. It's either DNA or RNA. Kaya meron tayong tinatawag na DNA viruses at meron tayong tinatawag na RNA viruses. Ang COVID-19 is an RNA virus. Yun. So pag nasa outer space ang virus, edi wala, ganun lang siya. Kasi non-living thing siya eh. Hindi naman siya mamamatay doon kasi hindi naman siya cell. Okay? Yun. And baka magtanong kayo, a virus can only be considered a living thing pag nasa ano na siya, pag nasa host cell, doon lang siya mag-replicate. Yun. Kaya nga ang virus, ang tinatawag natin sa virus parang parasite yan. Parang parasite. In order to metabolize, they have to invade the host cell. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so kay Mr. Aldrin Gabuya, can I join you there as a speaker? I work as an astronomer here in a private astronomical observatory here in UAE. Wow, all right. I can share
Pwede na
what I
tayo
know with you
mag-start.
as well. That is so cool. Yes, Mr. Gabuya, you can. So we will keep in touch
So,
with you po.
yes
We
po,
will invite you
Mr.
in
Gabuya.
the near future as our guest speaker. Why not? Diba? Thank you po. Thank you.
Yes, Sir June Kaigal will PM you for more details na lang. Sabangan na lang yan.
So we will keep in touch, Sir Gabuya. So ano yan, that's a very good gesture po sa inyo. Maraming salamat po. Ayan.
Yeah.
Okay, astronomer pala ho kayo talaga sa UAE. Okay, very good po. Sige po. Okay.
So, question lang.
Um,
I
okay,
have, like,
shoot.
di ba yung, I think sa video mo ata, but the distance between the moon, our moon, and us in Earth can hold all the planets between it. So, how is it that it's that for yung gravitational axis natin?
Okay. So, even though the moon is really far, actually malayo talaga ang moon. The moon also has an influence sa Earth. Okay? Kasi may gravitational ano din pull din ang moon sa atin, and that's the reason for having high tides and low tides, diba? Because of the moon's gravitational attraction to Earth, we experience low tide and high tide. Okay? Yan. So, kahit gano'n kalayo ang moon, may influence pa rin sa atin. Alright. Even sa culture, 'di ba? Yung 'pag bilog yung buwan, 'pag full moon, 'di ba? May mga legends na sinasabi na 'pag full moon, yung mga tao nagiging baliw, mga ganyan. O may mga lumalabas na werewolf, yung mga ganyan, 'di ba? The moon has affected even our culture. Yan. Kaya 'di ba pag full moon may mga kaya nga kinuha yung name na lunatic, 'di ba? 'Di ba pag lunatic ka, baliw, gano'n. Because 'di ba may mga legend na pag full moon, yan nagiging crazy yung mga tao na. Yun. So doon nakuha yung name na lunatic. Okay, so next question. Keep those questions coming.
So let's wait for a little bit. But as we are waiting, I have a thought, sir. Di ba yung, so like fun fact, sa mga viewers natin, the Earth has a name, as do our sun and our moon. So the Earth's name is Gaia, the moon's name is Luna, and the sun's name is Sol. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Yes.
But where or saan galing yung mga names nila? Ano yung origins? I think they're Greek.
Okay. Yan. So actually may Greek names and may Roman names, di ba? We know in history that the Romans have conquered, di ba, most parts of Europe. Even they conquered Greece. So, ang ginawa ng Rome, they adopted the names of their gods. So, dati mga Greek gods, di ba? Because the Romans had conquered most parts of Europe, they changed the Greek names into their Roman counterparts. Diba? Like for example, Mercury. Mercury is the Roman god, Roman messenger of the gods, diba? Pero yung Greek counterpart ni Mercury is Hermes, right? Ayan, so Hermes. Or Venus, diba? Venus is the goddess of beauty and love. So Venus, yung Greek counterpart ni Venus is Aphrodite. Yan mga ganun. So history lang yan kasi 'di ba Rome had conquered most of Europe including Greece. So pinalitan nila yung mga Greek gods into their Roman gods and goddesses. Yeah. Okay. So may tanong dito again, Sir Aldrin Gabuya, maraming salamat po. I will keep in touch with you po, Mr. Gabuya, and we will plan for a symposium na kayo po yung speaker. Okay, so I'll keep in touch po with you po. So thank you po. Thank you for the gesture.
Sir, so nagtanong si Joseph Romeo Cardel. May influence din pa ba yung moon sa ocean current bukod sa tides? So like yung electromagnetic pull of the moon? Sir?
Siguro konti lang, pero ang ocean currents kasi that's powered by temperature. So differences in temperature causes those ocean currents. Like yung sa El Nino and La Nina, 'di ba? So at some point the Pacific Ocean gets warmer pero dun sa opposite side malamig, so that would cause a circulation of the ocean. So temperature actually drives our ocean currents. Okay? Siguro may influence yun pero minimal. Yung the moon really pulls yung ocean level. That's why we have high tides and low tides. Pero yung ocean currents, that's mainly temperature po. Yan. I hope I answered that question. Yan. Okay. Temperature. Differences in temperature drives our ocean currents. Right. Okay. Para din po yung atmosphere, di ba? So, differences in temperature in our atmosphere drives our wind system. Okay. All right. So, please keep those questions coming. So, thank you, Mr. Joseph Romeo Cardel. Thank you for watching us. So, I hope marami kayong natututunan sa live stream po namin.
Yes, and kung gusto niyo pa ng isa pang live stream, we have one next week. So abangan na lang tayo dyan. Please like and share our page na lang at the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. Sir, I have another thought. So, diba, sir, the moon is very pale in like the way we see it through the telescope, put a white. So why is that? So yeah.
What do you mean pale? Like, pag
Like
sa telescope,
whitish.
puti, ganun.
Yes, sir, yung mga color white, sir, yes.
Mm, Oo. Okay, so we know that the moon actually doesn't produce light, 'di ba? It reflects light from the sun. One reason ba't puti yung moon, again, because of that. And also, probably the material that makes up the moon plays also a role for that. The moon is made up mostly of regolith. Yan, parang special material siya sa buwan. Okay? And the moon doesn't produce its own light. It only gets its light from the sun. Parang sa Earth, di ba ganun din? Pag tinignan mo siya sa telescope, yung buwan, yung puting-puti siya, probably because if you're viewing the full moon, ito, experience lang to as amateur astronomer. Okay? Siguro si Sir Gabuya, professional astronomer siya kasi meron siyang nasa observatory siya eh. Kasi ako naman amateur astronomer lang po ako. Based from my experience in looking through the telescope, mas maganda kasi tignan ng buwan pag first quarter yan, pag crescent, pag first quarter, yan, pag gibbous. Kasi kitang-kita po yung mga craters, hindi siya ganun kaliwanag. So, kita niyo yung mga craters, ganun. Pero pag full moon, yan, kasi sobrang liwanag, the moon is reflecting really light from the sun, maliwanag siya. Hindi siya, yung mga craters po, hindi siya masyadong um, visible kasi masyado siyang maliwanag unless kakabitan niyo yung telescope ng special moon filter. So, may kinakabit po kami sa telescope na parang moon filter to cut yung light intensity para bawasan yung ilaw pag full moon para makita po yung mga craters. Yun po ang ginagawa ng mga ibang members ng Manila State Astronomers. So, meron silang nilalagay na special moon filter para makita talaga nila yung details ng moon during full moon. Okay? Pero talagang magandang tignan ang buwan pag first quarter. Yan. Talagang I recommend pag first quarter, inaabangan ko talaga yan. Kasi kitang-kita talaga yung mga craters. Yun. And hindi siya masyadong maliwanag. Okay. So, let's keep looking up, ladies and gentlemen. Hindi talaga nakakasawa tumingin sa buwan. Ako nga, pinagsasabihan na nga ako, ano ka ba? Tingin ka na tingin sa buwan. Ganun naman yun, hindi naman nagbabago ang buwan. Pero hindi ako nagsasawa kasi talaga nakaka-relax. It gives me joy just to look at the moon.
Definitely, sir.
Okay.
I guess nagbabago. But wala pang bagong comments.
Okay. So, opo. So, If there are no more questions po, marami pong salamat do sa mga nagtanong. Thank you very much po for watching
Yes po.
this live stream. And please watch our next live stream entitled Space Talk. So we will be having two talks. Me, I will be giving a talk about the Apollo program, and our guest speaker is Mr. Dudes Pereira from San Beda College, Alabang. Okay, founder of BSYA Alabang, who will give a talk about the moon. Okay, our fascination with the moon. Okay,
Definitely, sir.
so
This space talk will be held next week in another live stream with our brothers and sisters from San Beda, Alabang. Hmm? And we also might also have a potential guest speaker. See, Sir Aldrin Gaboya. So we might see you there, sir.
Yeah. Mhm.
alright, so I hope you have learned so much about our moon, about astronomy through our Facebook live stream event, Astronomy at Home Quarantine Nights 2. So I would like to thank you for your overwhelming response to this activity. So don't forget to check out our Facebook page, the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers. We will have more of these virtual telescope viewings since we cannot conduct public telescope viewings as long as the community quarantine is still in effect. So thank you so much for joining us. This is June Cahigal saying live long and prosper with my trusty telescope Skywalker, and we will see you soon. Thank you and good night.